Yeah, today because Carshalton are playing really well. They've hit a really rich vein of form, great result last week, and I think they've got a great chance going up. So I think it was a fantastic performance.
I believe that you're the reason that you guys got that point today, because let's go through the list. First of all, there's Lucky Pants. Something about Lucky Pants I've heard.
Hang on, they're in here.
It's Bobby Price on halfway, just feeds it into Koroma, who's more central now, into Adeniyi. Neat touch, and Bradford's got a bit of space on the far side, cuts inside the box now. It's faced up by 1-2. That's good defending by Frank Tobin there. As I say, they're missing a lot of their big hitters. They've got a couple of 16-year-olds on the bench and an 18-year-old as well. But here's Glenn Dyer looking to force something on the far side. He's all on his own, faced up by Morath-Gibbs. He gets a cross in, but straight down the throat of Billy Bishop, who just falls to the floor and gathers it in. Although Bradford's in good form at the moment, he's got 3 goals in his last 3 appearances, so he might be looking to get one today. Here's Christy Pattisson looking to burst through. He's on his left foot, and his shot's taking a deflection that should go out for a corner. It does. Still 0-0, but Bradford now whips his corner in towards the penalty spot. The home fans want a big cry of handball, and it's a rush clearance by the Guernsey defence, but Kieran Mahon and switch the ball out for Jordan Cheadle, who chips it up over halfway, looking for the run of Christy Pattisson. He's got in here, he's got his shot on target, but straight down the throat of Stanton. Didn't really have much power. He was under pressure from 2 men in white. What's that stand for? The men in white. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Right, so now cuts inside. Oh, again, just didn't have the courage to take it on one more. So Adeniyi swings in across, and Koroma takes it on his knee and just can't force it through for Sogbanmu. Dyer's done well here. He's bought his side a little bit of time, turning on halfway, and he's won his side a free kick as well. He takes it quickly. Oh, it was a good idea. Skillen was through, but the referee said the ball was travelling, so he's called the action back. Good quick thinking by Glenn Dyer. Get involved in the action. He finds Morath-Gibbs, who's now looking forward for the runner Koroma, who's called for it and got it. Neat touch, but well read by Gaell, the Guernsey captain, and he's just nicked that away. Now Mahon. Oh, good challenge by Aziaya on the centre circle, and now Carshalton can break with Adeniyi. Feeds it into the feet of Koroma. Great challenge, but the ball's belt, and it's a handball, is it? Yes, it is, yeah. Koroma, it was a rather lax return ball to Adeniyi, but it was a handball. I think it was off of Frank Tobin. Just stuck an arm out. Adeniyi's asking the question, was he last man maybe? It's going to be a free kick about 20 yards from goal. Jordan Cheadle will be favourite for this, you'd like to think. He forced a good save out of Winterton in the Lewes goal on Wednesday night. He's got 6 goals to his name already this season, and I can think at least half of those have been from free kicks at least 30 yards out or more. So he's got form. Guernsey have got 4 men in the wall. Stanton just marshalling his troops. And we've had 23 minutes on the clock. Tommy Bradford's there as well. Carshalton fans know that he can rattle them in from this sort of range, but Cheadle's probably favourite. Referee just making sure that the Wolves 10 back the full 10 yards. Referee blows his whistle. It's going to be Cheadle. He steps up, fires. Is it low? He's hit the post! Unlucky from the Carshalton left back. Morath-Gibbs tries to keep it alive on the far side. Bradford beats 1, tries to beat 2, but the third challenge was too much for him, and now Guernsey can break. Well read by Prevost. He gets his head on it. Aziaya bites in though. Gauvin's almost lost possession. He's got goal away back, and Aziaya's chasing it down. Stanton taking no chances. Game's just livened up again now, the last minute or so. Cheadle has to go back to Hamilton Downs now. Cheadle looks to whip the ball cross-field to Pattisson. He finds him. Good touch by Pattisson. Can he get out of his feet now and beat 2? But he can. To the byline, gets his cross in, taking a slight deflection, and it's going to be a corner to Carshalton. But here's Carshalton now. Cheadle drives it in, and it's taken a flick off of a man in white. Stanton at 6s and 7s, he went for it, didn't get it. So it's going to be a corner on the far side, which Tommy Bradford will trot over and line up. Carshalton got plenty of men in the box. Guernsey, everyone back by Glenn Dyer. It goes in towards the penalty spot. It's there. Oh, Koroma with the header. just guided it off target. He expects better from him. He's in fine form. He's 12 goals in 12 appearances. Here's Cheadle now. Flicked inside to Bradford, who turns. Opens up for him a little bit. Finds it into Koroma, who tees up Bobby Price from 20 yards. Good block. But it comes back to Price and Cheadle, and it's been deflected again over the crossbar. Men in white just throwing themselves at the ball at every opportunity. Here's Cheadle towards the back stick. It's a free header for Hamilton Downs. Oh, he didn't guide it on target, nor did he put it back in the mixer. Just rather dribbled out of play, which is a shame. It's a free header. He gives it to Hamilton Downs, who pushes the ball out wide to Jordan Cheadle. Carshalton just chipping, looking for Adeniyi. Well, he's been brought down there, and the referee's given the free kick against Adeniyi. It was him and Colson Gauvin who tussled for the ball as it was tossed up towards the edge of the Guernsey area, and for a split second I thought the referee had given it in favour of Carshalton, but Aziaya has had his pocket picked, and Guernsey have got the ball here with Dyer tried to be cute, 35 yards from goal. He tried to lift it over Billy Bishop into the path of Koroma, who's got a bit of space to turn now. He looks up and thought about dinking it in, but no, he goes wide instead. And now he gets the crossing, takes a slight deflection in front of Stanton, and Sogbanmu went up. Tobin prevents the corner. I'm James Barrett-Sterling. You can find me on Twitter if you like, Jimothy Shondell. That's J-I-M, Jimothy. A lot of travelling contingent from the Channel Islands today. Always well supported Guernsey. They've got about a dozen behind the goal and many more in the stand as well. Good to see non-league football being supported so well. Stanton again looking for Tobin with his free kick, and this time the Guernsey left back wins it into the feet of Skillen. And now here's Gauvin, who takes a pot shot, and great save by Billy Bishop. Gauvin from 20 yards out took it down on his right foot, opened his body up and just curled it. We're just entering added time now by my reckoning, but here's Carshalton, here's Aziaya 20 yards from goal. Didn't fancy the shot, tried to tee up Bobby Price, who now finds Pattisson. Pattisson getting at Tobin and trying to squeeze across him, which he does. Oh, and it's hit. Good save by Stanton, and Price couldn't quite bring the ball down. Stanton in the visiting's goal. That's a poor ball. Oh, poor control there. And now Adeniyi feeds it into Bradford, who's cut inside the box onto his right foot. Good blocking by Skillen, and now Cheadle comes out, it's taking a deflection, and the ball's gone out for a corner. Visiting's goal. That's a poor ball. Oh, poor control there. And now Adeniyi feeds it into Bradford, who's cut inside the box onto his right foot. Good blocking by Skillen, and now Cheadle comes out, it's taking a deflection, and the ball's gone out for a corner. Just inside the Guernsey 18-yard box, he gives it to Pattisson, who gives it back to Price, who left-footed delivers. Oh, Koroma was almost free. Good header by the Prevost. Tommy Bradford keeps it alive at the back post. Koroma spins and hits it. Dalton Cheadle. Oh, he's dragged it just wide. In front of the Carshalton dugout, cuts infield on his right foot, and it's wasted by the player manager. But Tommy Bradford's done rather well to win the ball back then. Koroma's got a chance from 12 yards, and he's just blasted it over the bar. Good hustling from Bradford. They just nicked the ball off of the foot of Frank Tobin. Now gone. Still 0-0 here. Good delivery from the assist king would do wonders here. Goes in towards the near post. It's been flicked on by a Guernsey man. Sogbanmu puts it back in the mixer. Here's Hamilton Downs and Adeniyi, but oh, no one can bring it down. And he's psychic, and he knew he's going to get a second bite at the cherry. Carshalton have got Hamilton Downs, Cheadle, Pattisson, Sogbanmu, Adeniyi all inside the box. It goes in more again to the 6-yard area. Good header again. Cheadle on the volley. Oh, he's crashed it straight over the bar from 18 yards. Great technique from the Carshalton left back, but he couldn't get over the ball when it gets it back again. He's got Koroma out on the left. He's found him now. Koroma faced up by one man. He's left-footed cross across the face. Great cross, but Prevost with the header. But Koroma, neat touch, gets it down on his right foot and delivers it back in. And Prevost there again to just stop the cross from going any further. And now who didn't really have any options looking forwards, and so the ball's going to go back to Morath-Gibbs, and now Aziaya into Jordan Cheadle. Now here's Tommy Bradford. He's got a little bit of space. He's only faced up by one man in white. He looks to cut inside, and Has to go back to Cheadle, who just dinks it in. Sogbanmu's there, great header! Oh, it's a free header and he's put it over the bar. What a great chance for Carshalton. It was a wonderfully flighted first time cross from Cheadle, and Sogbanmu had just started to come back because he thought maybe Cheadle was going to keep hold of the ball, and then he realised it was coming and he threw himself at it, diving header. He was completely free from about 7 yards out and he's guided it over the crossbar. Overturned pass Adeniyi, but Koroma keeps the ball and feeds Aziaya instead, who's got Price on the far side free, and he's found him. Price looks to bring the ball forward. Dyer just charging back again. He's worked hard today. Into the feet of Sogbanmu inside the area. Looks to turn and think across. And I would have found the head of Koroma, but for Alex the Prevost, who managed to just get a head on it. And Sogbanmu battling for possession with Tobin, who's now back on, and Sogbanmu wins that one. The referee's given a free kick in favour of the Carshalton number 8. All hands to the pump for Carshalton now. Still 0-0. Goes in from Cheadle. Good flick. Oh, Morath-Gibbs just got the merest of touches on it, but couldn't quite guide it on target. Colston Avenue, it's still Carshalton Athletic 0, Guernsey 0. A spirited performance from the visitors, but Carshalton now with Tommy Bradford looking to dig out across with his left. He does, and just didn't find Sogbanmu inside the 6-yard area, and good play by Alex the Prevost again, who's been immense for the Green Lions, but Hamilton Downs finds Cheadle with his clearance now. Aziaya picks out Bradford again. He's got another bite of the cherry to get in across with his left foot, which he does now. Koroma's gone in, and Stanton safe hands by the Guernsey goalkeeper. Thank you for joining us. I'm James Barrett-Sterling. Here's Aziaya on the far side, trying to build something with Price, who's got it on his left foot. It's his weaker foot, so he gives it to Cheadle. He's dead centre. Beats one, looking to unleash one from 25 yards. He does, but it's on straight down the throat of Stanton, who just gratefully collects that. Bradford, Cheadle. Bradford again, looking for Pattisson on the far side. Now, can he utilise his pace to get past Mahon and Tobin? He does. He gets it onto his right foot and delivers a good put. Oh, it's a good flick by the Prevost again. He just beats Sogbanmu to the cross. It would have been a clear header for the Carshalton number 8, but it's a corner to Carshalton. Guernsey box. We've got less than 10 minutes here to play. Still Carshalton Athletic 0, Guernsey 0. Goes into the 6-yard area. Up goes Koroma. Good punch by Stanton. Jordan Cheadle! Great save! Great save by Stanton. Jordan Cheadle took that punch down out of the air, right on the edge of the area, and crushed a left-footed half volley. And it was creeping into the top near corner, but a great save by Stanton. And Downs is pumping the ball forward, looking for Adeniyi. Flicked it on for Koroma to chase. Koroma's got there. Stanton's dropped it, but recovered just in time. Here's Marsh, the Guernsey substitute, into the feet of Zico-Black, but that's good hustling by first Price, and then Hamilton Downs, and now Aziaya is in there as well. Carshalton can't get their foot on the book, and it's a speculative effort from Mahon from about 35 yards. Like a good touch. Can he deliver a cross in for Carshalton? He can, but it's been blocked, and it's a corner. Last roll of the dice for the Robins. Carshalton Athletic 0, Guernsey 0. Other results going against them at the top of the table as well. Last time that we checked, Sogbanmu's in the box. Everyone's in the box bar Bobby Price, who's looking after Dyer. Jordan Cheadle whips it into the near post. It bubbles into the 6-yard box. Hamilton Downs is there. Koroma! It's in the ball! And it's been cleared! It's been cleared by Mahon, and that's it. It's all over. Unbelievable! Last minute here, it's finished. Carshalton Athletic 0, Guernsey 0. The Guernsey players are cheering and they're whooping as if they've won the World Cup. Robins Fans TV, we're here in the Robins Nest. I'm James Barrett-Sterling after the 0-0 draw with Guernsey. A little bit of a frustrating feeling around Colston Avenue today. Steve, what was your take on the game?
Yeah, a little bit frustrating, but I think if you think about last 2 games, if Lewes away and Guernsey at home, 4 points, that's what we take.
But you'd say we probably would have drawn at Lewes and won today though, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, opposite results. Draw at Lewes, win today, that would have been what everyone thought we was going to do. But so 4 points is good for us. And Casuals lost as well.
Yeah, that's true, and we've still got 2 games in hand over them. So although the title might now be a little bit more out of our grasp again, that automatic promotion place is still there to be fought for.
Yeah, most definitely. I think we definitely get promotion. Winning the title might have slipped away a little bit, but I think promotion's the main target this year, and let's go for it.
Carshalton Athletic 0, Guernsey 0. A frustrating result for the Robins today, but a good one for our visitors. I've been joined by Steve and Chris. Steve, I'll just turn to you first. What did you make of that? Because I was under the impression that you came here with a bit of a depleted squad today.
Yeah, that's true. We've got an international, I suppose would be the best way of describing it. We've got a semi-final in our Morath, which is a local tournament in the Channel Islands. So we had a few fringe players and maybe not first choice players that were playing today, but I think they gave a great account of themselves. We weren't really expecting to get anything from the game today because Carshalton are playing really well. They've hit a really rich vein of form. Great result last week. And I think, you know, they've got a great chance going up. So I think it was a fantastic performance from our boys. Great result, and we're delighted with the draw. So I think that says really what a great position Carshalton are in and how well they played.
Was it a little bit of a shame that a lot of our best chances fell to our left back today?
Well, Cheadle he scored a few goals recently, so you know, fair enough. But yeah, we missed a few chances today. I'd like to think we might have scored one or two, but yeah, it's just one of those games. They defended really well, to be honest, so give Guernsey a little bit of credit there. They came here with a little bit of a game plan, and fair play to them.
I believe that you're the reason that you guys got that point today, because let's go through the list. First of all, there's Lucky Pants. Something about Lucky Pants, I've heard.
Pants. Hang on, they're in here. There.
We're going to get X-rated on Robin's TV.
Lucky Pants. They are clean. They are clean.
Okay.
It's a clean show. It's a family show. Freshly laundered.
Right. Okay. So that's one. So the second, something about a lucky pebble.
My daughter, who's 9, picked this pebble off a Guernsey beach a while back. It's Guernsey quartz, and it's called very imaginatively Quartzy. And Quartzy has only ever done home games before, but Quartzy came with me and made it through customs, even without photo ID. Even without photo ID. I shouldn't say that. He's gonna get put in quarantine.
We don't know anything about this. This is an English rock.
Really, yes, it's an English rock. yes. Moving swiftly on.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys are unbeaten in 7 games now. The win last week, but quite a few draws going in there. So maybe just a bit more firepower up front, and you guys could be flying, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely right. You hit the nail right on the head there. We struggled a little bit. We did concede a lot of goals at the start of the season. Lost out on a few games. We've brought a little bit of resilience back in the team now. But you know, the competition for places is really hot. That's helped. We've got some players coming back from injury. And I just think, you know, the effort and the endeavour on the players was outstanding. But you're absolutely right. We're just obviously missing out on Ross Allen. He's gone to New Zealand playing for Team Wellington at the moment. So you can't replace people like that. So we've lost a few goals, but you know, losing people like that gives someone else an opportunity. So maybe, you know, we're not going to go up, we're not going to go down. So there's an opportunity maybe to blood a couple of young lads, and that's why we've seen a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Keith. Little bit of a frustrating afternoon today, 0-0 against Guernsey. How was it from the sidelines?
Frustrating is an understatement. I don't think I've seen a team sit that low since Mourinho's Chelsea against Barcelona. So
hold on, keep it clean, please.
That is clean. It's as clean as it's going to get. But, you know, the bottom line is you've got to break that down. I think if you're talking about how to break low blocks, we did that by getting around the outside, getting crosses in. But they got on the end of every cross that went in. We weren't determined enough and aggressive enough in those areas, so that was disappointing. How many times their first defender won the header, and we didn't kind of look to play back in and drill more shots through the middle of them. That might have got more joy. Their keepers had an absolutely outstanding game, and you've got to give that full credit. And the effort they put in, you know, the time wasting thing's the most disappointing thing. I know the crowd saw that, we felt that. For me, there's no need for that. You know, give yourselves credit for putting the low block in and playing a defensive game. Yeah. But that part of it, you know, they're not up there vying for anything, so it's almost just, I don't know. I don't understand that mentality at this stage of the season where they sit. And a couple of players came up patronising or otherwise and apologised to me after the game. So don't say sorry, that's obviously a job you've been given. But, you know, we've got to learn to deal with that. We might have to face a couple more like that this year before the season's over. So, you know, we've just got to look at being a little bit more clever, I think, with the crosses going in and how we get on the end of them.
What did you make of the game, Chris? Because it seemed like one of those ones where it was like Carshalton was just inching closer and closer and closer to getting that goal.
Yeah, we were right. I mean, it was backs to the wall job, really. I wouldn't say part of the bus because we had a few chances ourselves. I mean, could have pinched it right at the very end there with that shot just past the post. Yeah, I mean, it was a great defensive display. I mean, we had a mixture there, I think as Steve said, of kind of some older players out there, plus quite a few younger guys who, you know, just begin to make their way at the level. Part of the ethos of the club is to kind of give these young players the opportunity to aspire, to do something new and to play at this kind of level, to put them maybe in the shop window, who knows. I mean, there have been players from Guernsey in the past who've come over here and have done successful. I mean, Matt Lacheur obviously is probably the most recent name, so there's the opportunity for some of these guys to do the same thing as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I also had my hair re-greened.
Yeah, it looks great.
I had it re-greened, so there we go, with that triple whammy.
Triple whammy, and also you had a big birthday as well, so this is kind of like your birthday shindig, isn't it?
It is my birthday shindig, yeah. I had a big, let's just say it's a birthday with a space hopper shape on the end of the number, and we won't talk about the number that goes before, because it's not the one I would have chosen, really.
Well, suffice to say, Emma's been barred from Colston Avenue. She's never allowed to come here again. So, Jordan, a little bit of frustration around the ground today, but what was it like in the dressing room afterwards?
Yeah, obviously frustrated. I think, really frustrated, but I think we've got to look at the positives. Clean sheet, we didn't lose the game, and we just got to look forward now to the next game.
Was it a little bit disappointing that a lot of our chances fell to yourself throughout the game, actually, rather than the strikers? Nothing against you, because you got six goals this season, which is great, but we created so many chances, but we just couldn't seem to get that breakthrough, could we? You had that one in the second half where the keeper tipped it over.
Yeah. I think, to be fair, I don't think the keeper will have many better games than that he did today. So, I think we could still be out there now. We probably wouldn't score. So I think it was just one of those days.
Yeah, because was it a little bit disappointing that a lot of our chances fell to the likes of Jordan, Cheadle, and even Michael Aziaya had a shot as well, because the balls were just coming back out?
Yeah, it was all about bobble and block. I mean, they had so many players behind the ball every time, and they chucked themselves in front of it. It's just one of those. Again, I'm getting old, so I liken the keeper to Tomaszewski as well. That's we just got to be cleverer against teams like that, and it was disappointing we never switched on to that. We could have changed it a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, Ricky got injured, as you now know, and Raheem, timing of bringing him on, maybe it could have been different, but the gaffer wasn't sure that it would be a massive change in the way we were playing. We kind of hesitated on that, and I'm not sure the effect it had in 5 minutes at the end, if any. You just hope Ryan might get in there and ping something in there, or maybe get himself brought down. So it didn't happen. Been joined by Nick, who's the communications director at Guernsey. Nick, you must be quite proud of the boys today, considering you came with a bit of a depleted squad.
Yeah, I mean, I was speaking to you before the game, wasn't I? And I actually think that is our best point ever with the circumstances. If you look at the form guide, I believe you have 6 wins on the bounce. We were unbeaten in 5, all draws. But actually, that side out there this afternoon, there's so many subplots there that say that point is the best point I've ever witnessed for Guernsey FC.
Wow, there you go. Tell me a little bit about Glenn Dyer up top, because for me, he was, ratting around, he showed a lot of energy, but someone else told me earlier that he wasn't a striker.
No, he's not, and he's a midfielder. He spent a lot of time playing left back for Guernsey FC as well, and this season he hasn't really been involved with the squad. So for him to come and do a job, I think he worked really hard, as did young Charlton Gauvin. He's not a striker either, he's a midfielder, and he did a job up there. So everybody out there this afternoon put a real shift in and frustrated the home side, and you could see the fans were getting frustrated at the end, and I think that's a real credit to a young, inexperienced, and some of the players weren't very fit, to be honest, but they lasted 90 minutes. Liam Mahon, that was his first game for Guernsey FC this afternoon this season, and to come in, he's only played a few minutes of football locally, and to last 90 minutes I think is a real credit to the effort and the shift.